Hey guys, it's me again, and you know what time it is. When you see me, you know what time it is. I am back with another video. Now, guys, excuse my little hair netty thing. My head is in a mess. Yeah, your girl didn't comb her hair or nothing, but she decided to still jump on and give you guys a story time. I've been promising you guys a story time for a while, and now it's time for me to give the story time. So, before I jump in, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, even crazy here net thingy that's going on. Still share and subscribe. Anyway, oh, this lighting is terrible, but anyway, yes, let's jump into the story time. And the reason why I'm speaking a little bit softer than I usually do is because I parked up in a car park and I just don't want nobody to mackle. Only my followers should mackle. Yeah? Anyway, right, so I was going to tell you guys a story time about my abuse, right? My abuse, my story time. So I was dealing this guy, and within the first 3 months of our relationship, we had went out to lime. And while liming now, usually I'm a type of person like this, right? If we go to lime, it doesn't matter whether you dance with somebody or you dance with somebody. It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, both of us going home together. But however, he ended up dancing with somebody, and I was like, okay, no seeing it, because I know, I don't be upset with that. And I ended up dancing with somebody, but apparently when I danced with the person, he got totally, totally upset. So when he got upset now, I find he was showing me some kind of funny vibes and, a kind of aggressive kind of behavior. So anyhow, I ditchy and jump in a transportation and I went home. Now he knew where I live and everything. So when I went home now, a good while, long while after, I hear knocking and stuff like that. And it's like, who is that? We will call him Mustard. They mustard, wherever, wherever. I say, watch me right now, and I don't have time. I think you should go home and we will talk another day. But I was doing some renovations around my house, and while I was doing the renovation, now it had scaffolding around, so he was able to climb up the scaffolding and gain access to a window. And yes, Mr. Mustard, Mr. Mustard come into my premises, into my house, and yes, hit me, bow slap. I was like, what? I crazy. I tell you, bow slap. When he just now hit me and began to make his little rants and whatever, I was like, you have to leave. You have to leave. That's it. I'm not tolerating nobody raising their hands. I'm not going away. Yes, bold faced little mustard decided to sit down and stay there. He drew up asleep in a sitting position on my chair outside because he refused to leave. I tried calling the police. Police never came. The morning come, a bright morning came. So I decided to go for reinforcement because I said if he raise the hand hit me again, I don't know what will transpire or whatever. So I went for reinforcement. I went to call my mom. So she come and then we proceed to wake him up and it's like, you have to leave and wherever the case may be. So he ended up leaving. Dumb stupid me after he leave a good while. I did lock him off for a good little while, but that is be there saying the sorry and begging and apologizing and promising that it won't happen again and whatever, whatever. Anyhow, me and my little stupid self give him a second chance opportunity. With me giving him the second opportunity, now I let him know, I say anytime you put your hands on me, that is it. I am not accepting anyone putting their hands on me or whatever the case may be. I'm not accepting that. I'm married, but want to sting me while you're seeing it there. It's only flying all over. Anyway, I'm not accepting that. So within now giving him that second try, whatever, it had some next altercation. I can't even remember what it is, but it had some next altercation where he didn't hit me or anything, but he put his hand around my neck and like tried to choke me. And while he choking me, I was like, I just pray Lord, because it's like if you're feeling your breath leaving your body, like you're fighting to breathe kind of way. I was like, whatever. And then he singing, and then afterward, he just calmed down himself, and he start to kiss and make love, and I was like, what this is craziness, and why? And my whole thing is why you always doing these things by me, because I used to go by him, he used to come by me. But you ain't doing these things when I buy you. Why it is always when you're, you know what I mean? Anyway, I let that slip. I say, well, he didn't hit me, he choked me, whatever the case may be. I didn't pay it too much of mine, because, you know what I mean? I let it slide again, and this is the second time, second thing I let slide, and in between me letting it slide and in between me forgiving him, it had little scenarios where, you know, he moving kind of aggressive at certain points, because I remember Carnival we down the road and all, and it's a kind of, some kind of thing, and he kind of aggressive, you know, you're whining on me, but you're kind of joking me, and kind of, you know, aggressive attitude, because he was upset or displeased about something. And that happened at Carnival, and then at Borough, something similar happened, but I was always able to duck him, but I never ducked him and went back home. I was able to duck him and let some days pass, and then he will calm down and whatever. But I will talk to him about it. It's like, you know what I mean? So come to this last, and this was the final straw for me, because it's like, no, this is who you are. This is the person you are. And within this period now, it had so many issues and things between me and him, and so many different issues. Apart from the abuse, he was a cheater. There's all kind of different things with me and this individual. Say Mustard, right? We call him Mustard. So it had this time, Mustard now was a person, when he get pay, when he work and he get pay, you're not hearing from Mustard on pay Friday. You're not hearing from Mustard. You could call Mustard phone, he wouldn't answer you, nothing like that. You're not hearing from him. And that's just on pay Fridays. Now, Mustard used to get paid fortnightly, So on that fortnight pay Friday, you ain't hearing from him, but it's Friday before, he all up in your grill, he want to be around you, wherever the case may be. And I always tell him that, I say, listen, when you operate like that, and I can't get on to you, and you know what I mean, it brings, sorry about that, it brings mistrust, because I tell you, I deal with a lot of things throughout the relationship with him, not just that alone. Anyway, lo and behold, it keep happening, and you know, after a while you start to get exhausted, you start to get tired, whatever. So I was done on my kind of wit ends with that already. So I used to work point 14. So when I come down from point now, I end up bouncing up one of my ex. While I bounce him up waiting on transportation now, I bounce him and we started talking, yeah, you want to drink a beer? That time I was drinking and whatever. So yeah, no scene. I go on and I sit down and have a beer. And you know what I mean, it was innocent, it was not anything to be worried about, wherever the case may be. But anyhow, Mustard calling my phone, Mustard calling my phone thing. But I know when I call your phone, you don't answer, you know. I was a kind of little evil kind of person too, you know. A little spiteful sometimes. I just face it, I was like that. So he called my phone to me and pay him no mind. He's like, I don't really want to hear you right now, because just last week I was calling your phone and you didn't answer. So right now, I doing me. You understand? But anyhow, he called my phone. I didn't answer. Do so now, walking out of the bar we was in drinking, while we walking down to go back to the taxi stand now. Let's call that person Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise now holding one of my bags, because I used to be a person that have a lot of bags traveling with. So Mayonnaise holding one of my bags, heading back to the taxi stand where I have to get the taxi. See Mustard coming. Mustard coming with, oh, I call my phone, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, I see you calling my phone. And I decide I'm not going to answer my phone. Oh, you didn't answer any phone, and he start up with it. I said, listen. When I call, so I draw his attention back to the last time. When I call your phone, did you answer? Whatever. That is beside the point. Let me get straight to the view. So he start up with the attitude, and I don't realize this is Remember, I've seen it prior. I've seen it already. So he started up with this attitude, ting. So I was like, listen, now we come from infidelity here, talking about in the relationship, till the gentleman have a child outside of the relationship while we were together talking about it. So it was just like, listen, you been doing you, you've been doing all these things, I've been forgiving you, I've been still with you, you know what I mean? Try and don't embarrass me in San Fernando for me. Anyway, I do so now. I jump. No, Manus go on. Manus is not a person like confrontation and stuff like that. And he don't know it was nothing and whatever. So he go on about the business. Anyway, me and Mustard there talking, but I realized he just aggravated me. Till the transport came with one more space. I jump in the car and I go on. Me, I know if the next car behind me, he paid the whole car, wherever. But while I was walking in the road, he was right behind me. Right there, and he talking and blah, 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 blah. I said, listen. When he reached close to me, I said, listen. When you have your people and when you're going online and you're doing your thing, I don't come and I don't embarrass you no way. I don't run you down. I don't try to find you. When I call your number, I don't get you. I don't look for you. I say, yet you're looking for me. I say, is your guilty conscience playing a part in you? But anyway, that is beside the point. I say, listen. I done. I said, this is it. I done. I cannot take you and your nonsense no more. And who tell me to say I done? Well, I get bow. Slap. I tell you, the bottle, everything fall off my hand. I said, but what the jail is this again for the third time by my premises? Like, you, something is wrong with you. And you know what was the sad thing about it? The individual like to hit you and still want to sprawl off and sleep on your chair and whatever. I tell you, fight yourself, fight to come into the house. When he come into the house, he can lie down, he sit down on the chair now and still talking and things. I said, no, I done with you, you see this? I said, this is the final straw. I done. This individual, Mr. Mustard, go decide, he quarreled so much till he drop asleep sitting, I tell you, in a sitting position on my chair again. And your girl up. I up and I watching this guy. I tell you, I put on hot oil to boil. I had a knife in my hand. I went and I sharpened the cutlass and this boy sleeping through all of that. And I tell you, I think about his murder. I think about his burial. I think about my freedom where I go tell the police how I'll get rid of the body, all kind of thing. And at the last final thing, I think about my child. Because as a single parent having a child, you know what I mean, and studying here, even if I might get out, because I study and all of that, I say I might get out, you know. I might get away because it's my first offense and wherever, and I could plead self-defense because I mean he in my place, he hit me, ting, and maybe go and bang up my face a little more to make it look a little real, to have little bruises. I tell you, I think about all kind of things. And this bugger lying down in my chair and sleeping. And I tell you, I clean out my whole house. I clean out that night. I never sleep. And when he gets up the morning, when he finally gets up, I said, listen. I said, all these kind of people is get woman in trouble because all it is make people trip off. You're not going to make me trip off and make me walk no road. You understand? You're going to make me trip off and have to hurt you or damage you or some kind of thing, and then you will get up and I don't know who will be the end. I say, listen, something and alcohol, because I've noticed the pattern. Alcohol and him don't mix, especially punch and rum. Every time he drinks punch and rum, that's it. He trips off and does these kind of things. I say, listen, alcohol and you don't mix, and me and you can't mix at all. I say, so that was it, and that was the final straw. That was it. After he left, that was it. I was done. I was finished. I wasn't hearing no apology, no sorry, no nothing. I was done. So that's why I made the video. This is just my story time. I know I went all over the place because I didn't want to go into too much of details. I hope I did went in enough for you to understand that once they do it once, they will always do it because that is the pattern. Now it does have triggers to trigger them off, and his trigger was the punching rum. He would drink beers, he normal, but the punching rum, something with that punching rum does trigger him off. You understand? But once they do it, they just always do it because again they have triggers and you need to pay attention to the triggers. But not to avoid being you. You know what I mean? Not to try to change being you, but just pay attention to the what triggers it off. But most and foremost, try to stay away from toxic relationship, abusive relationship, because it doesn't get any better. It gets worse because from one slap to a choke to three slaps, the next time I might get kicked off, you know what I mean, body slam, wherever. So I get out of that. And what was the sad thing is that this individual never really used to contribute to my life. So because you're not contributing to my life in any sort of way and then coming and being abusive, I was a little bit stronger because most of the times I'm doing things on my own. And I understand certain people that goes through the abuse, dependent on these people. That is okay. That is okay for you to not have nothing and still walk away, still turn away, because you, you would not suffer. You would not suffer. You just have to put your foot out there and start afresh and get a job and start. But don't stay and make excuses to stay in an abusive relationship because it's not right. It's not right. It damage you. And for the people them who abusing again, for the men and them, what is the sense of abusing a woman? What is the sense? What is the sense you do with somebody that you're not happy with? And if you have to beat on somebody, clearly you're not happy with the person because it's about a control issue. I tell all you already, it's about a control issue. So anyhow, that is just my little story time about my abuse situation. I hope it touches somebody and gives somebody the encouragement to either come out of the abuse situation or. But this is your game. Thought provoking Mary, keeping it 100, and it's that.